EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Carolina Panthers. Punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Drew. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The give is to Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A give running left, it's McCaffrey, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 3rd down. Drew. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick first down. Gosh, when you've got Deshaun Watson, Charles, executing a run-pass option, that puts the defense in a tough spot, does it not?
It does, and what I liked is that you called me this week, watching your own video, your own tape, and you said, I think the runner's going to pop a few this week because of what we've seen from Deshaun Watson. His ability to get to the corner, that's where the focus will go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give to Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Watson off play action. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Jones able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1. They give it off here to the tight end. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. This Carolina defense looking to keep him out of the end zone once more. 3rd and goal. Here's Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Looking to throw. Drew. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 1st and 10, Drew. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Drew. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And fights through one man. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
So I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Watson. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Going for the deep ball. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The final shot before break. Drew. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Faking the give, now Watson. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he comes back with one complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Again, it's Watson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12. Back to throw. Drew. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? From the gun on third down, Drew. And this is caught by Watkins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Drew. And one more time, that's Watkins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Big Derek Brown making the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Watson now to throw. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On 1st down, Watson. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll go again to Jones. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it with Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Blankenship's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
On 1st down, Drew. He sets to fire deep. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 122 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Long. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Charlotte, good night, everybody.